It's been a very interesting journey for me from the start. When I was an undergraduate student at Hong Kong University, I had really wanted to explore beyond the classrooms. So I went on all kinds of international programs just to get to know what it's like beyond the confines of the university and Hong Kong itself. I never thought about being an academic or a professor. After graduation, I worked in the Hong Kong Jockey Club. My colleagues were very nice and amazing energy going on. But it's just a job, not a career. These are very two different things. By chance, I got a job teaching in a high school, all-girls school in Hong Kong, teaching 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds. I realized that, wow, classroom was the space that I found a lot of excitement. But there's something more. I do remember there's this moment in the very last semester of my undergraduate study that I actually enjoy writing. What if I was to take it seriously? What would it be like if I would go back to the library? I mean, there's no guarantee. And I've been told from time to time going back to grad school could mean that, well, joblessness. But at least at that point in my life, I thought, okay, felt right. That's a refuge that I really wanted to give it a try. When I met my mentor at Stanford, I was working on Mark Twain for my PhD thesis. Intriguingly, that would leave a very memorable point in my life when Professor Fishkin asked, so you want to work on your book and what else? Almost eye-opening question. And so I kind of turned the question around, right, to her, asking, so Shelley, you're such an accomplished scholar and you're so internationally famous. And I understand you have a family. Did you ever have to choose? And her answer was that, no, I never had to choose. As a matter of fact, you can have both. When I first arrived at DKU 2018, our son was only 8 months old. A lot of our faculty actually have kids around that age, so my heart goes out to them in terms of how challenging it is to juggle the home front and career at the same time, and that we have such an excellent community. And the fact that I study American literature now and work on research in this subject in China is a very good example of literature's ability to travel across continents, oceans, and communities. I always encourage my students to look for works of literature that they are unfamiliar with, and that from that exercise, find connections. From that work, bring it back to their own cultural background or what they're familiar with. Literature has taught me to be more empathetic. I think literature really plays a key role in amplifying this urgency to empower each other.